What's up, boys? It's Dual Faction once again in another video. I have a deck profile for you today. As you can tell by the cover, it is going to be Danger Darkworld. This is a deck that I've actually been wanting to show you for a while, and I've been wanting to play for a while. Just the last couple weeks, I haven't been able to because we've had the World Celebration event, we had a regional come up, and I've been working a lot, actually. But I finally got an opportunity to play it this weekend. This is not a finalized list, but this is what I played in 2 locals this weekend. Arguably, it does have consistency issues, but it is a lot of fun to play. The first time I played, it wasn't so hot. The second one I played today, it was actually a lot better. But enough about that. I'm going to go ahead and get straight into the deck profile for you, show you what I've been playing, and then I'll kind of talk about what I would change, what I wouldn't change, so on and so forth. But enough said, let's get into it. So to start off, we'll start with the Danger Engine. I played 3 copies of Danger Bigfoot. Danger Bigfoot, he's level 8, and for just a quick rundown on the Danger cards. They all share the same effect. They have this effect that's not once per turn. You can reveal it in hand and then randomly discard a card out of your hand. As long as it's not the named card that you activated, you can you special summon it out of a hand and then you draw a card. So essentially it replaces itself. Those effects are not once per turn. They are ashable, but I don't suggest ashing them because I'll just turn around and activate it again. Bigfoot's effect is whenever he's discarded, he can destroy 1 face-up card on the field. Note their discard effects, their additional effects like pop a card, search a card, all that, that's all once per turn. And then in Bigfoot's case, he pops 1 face-up card and he's a 3,000 attack point monster. He's also level 8, so he has synergy with Grapha, but other than that, that's Danger Bigfoot. Then you have Danger Nessie. This one, he is your Rhoda for the deck. He searches any Danger card when he's discarded. Which is actually really neat because you can search your Bigfoots, you can search your Chupacabras, which the Chupacabra has a lot of synergy with the Darkworld engine. And then you could also search the Trap card, which we only play 1 of, but it's a solid 1 of to search. So we have 3 Nessie, plus it's level 7, so let you do Tomahawk plays. And then I'm playing, since we're playing the Darkworld build, I'm playing 3 copies of Chupacabra. Chupacabra, he's a monster reborn when he's discarded. The big thing about Chupacabra is he's a fiend, so he works with Gates of the Darkworld, and that's like really huge. Because you can Gates of the Darkworld by discarding this or banishing it from the graveyard, and you can trigger his effect that way. So that's just another way to activate Chupacabra's effect. And then for the last Danger monster, we're only playing 1 Jackalope. In the like BA Danger builds, you see a lot of them play 3 of Jackalope because it's a beast, so you can play it with Rescue Cat. And it has a little bit more synergy in the deck because you can do Tomahawk spam plays. In this particular build, you're not really trying to go for that, and Jackalope is, out of the available dangers to us in this build, Jackalope, I would say, is the weakest for the Darkworld build, but that's personally my opinion after just playing it this weekend. Because at first I was playing multiple copies, and I'm playing 1, and I honestly prefer just 1 copy. No, in there are corner case situations where having this card in hand along with Danger Zone set on the field is really good. But I don't think you should play more than 1 of him currently, but that's just my personal opinion. Like I said, I'm always open to suggestions and everything like that, so leave that in the comments below. And that's it for the Danger monsters. Onto the Darkworld cards. We played 2 Grapha, Dragonlord, Darkworld. For those of you who originally played Darkworld, you already know what this does, but to give you a brief idea, this card, whenever he's discarded by card effect, he can pop a card. He has an additional effect too, but that rarely happens, so I won't go over that. Notably, his other effect is he has an inherent summon. You can bounce 1 face-up Darkworld. I'm pretty sure it's Darkworld monster on your side of the field. Back to your hand, you can special summon out of the graveyard, and it's an inherent summon, so it doesn't start a chain link. So if you're under cards like Dweller or whatnot, you can still summon Grapha from your graveyard, and a lot of people don't realize that. But he's original beatstick for Darkworld. You typically play 3, but in the Danger Darkworld deck, I've noticed I hate drawing multiples of this card because you can't really do anything with it. And because of that, I'm just playing 2 copies of it. It works perfectly fine. He's the same as Bigfoot when he's discarded, like I said earlier. However, he can target any card in the field, so that's really notable. So, only 2 of him. We're also playing 3 of Snow. Snow is a searcher. So whenever she's discarded, you can search any Darkworld card, and that includes herself. So you can search Snow for Snow, which is actually a neat interaction a lot of people don't know of. And then we're also playing 3 copies of Brow. Whenever Brow's discarded, you're going to draw an additional card. So essentially, it's just a free discard, and you get an additional card. And it's level 3, so you can summon it off to a guy, which is a really cool interaction. And then the last Darkworld I play 1 Beige. Whenever Beige is discarded, it just special summons itself from the graveyard. Really basic effects. Some people are playing Lucent. Some people are playing Gold. Some people are playing Silva. I just prefer playing the Beige. One, because it's level 4, so you don't have to tribute summon or anything like that for it. If you want to play rank 4s, you can play it. I prefer being able to have a monster that I can normal summon versus having monsters I can't normal summon, so that way I can at least summon Grapha if this is the only card in my hand. So there's that. And then for the non-Darkworld Danger cards, we're playing 2 Phantom Skyblaster. I'm playing this because it gives you an actual like solid normal summon in the deck. Plus, it's a 1-card Wee Witch's Apprentice, which that card's actually like phenomenal in this deck because it gives you a floater, it boosts all your guys, like, and it opens up 2 free zones if you want to start like link spamming with like Firewall Grapha. But that's enough about that. But like, yeah, I'm playing 2 of it. I might bump it up to 3, but for now 2 seems to be working out just fine. And then for the last monster, I play 1 Tour Guide. Your brows are level 3 Dark Fiends. And it's really cool because this is also a 1-card Wee Witch's Apprentice, and like that's like phenomenal in this deck. I honestly kind of want to play 2 Wee Witch's Apprentice, but also I need to make room for Levier because I'm not playing Levier in this list. But one of the old school plays is when you have cards banished off of gates, you can go Tour Guide to get Brow, overlay it for Levier, detach, so you have a monster in the graveyard for gates, and then bring back one of your banished cards and summon Brow off, not summon Brow, but summon Graph by bouncing the monster you just brought back with Levier. But 1 Tour Guide, she's really good. And that's it for the monsters. We're not playing monster hand traps because it's with the danger cards and your Darkworld cards, they don't work well together. So we're not playing any of the hand trap monsters. To the spells, we're playing 3 copies of Darkworld Dealings. I don't know how I feel about this card. It is searchable through snow, so that's notable, and it does get through your engine. However, game 1, you're kind of gambling because you don't know what you're playing against. And for example, I got lucky because I'm the only one in my locals who has this deck, but if I were to play into the mirror and would have ran into this would have been really, really bad because all the Darkworlds got their additional effects. But I don't know. So far, it's good. It's really good. And it's a really good starter card too. So it's got that going for it. And then for the other card, which I'm not 100% sure if I want to keep in this deck, but I played 3 copies of Drag Down to the Grave. In theory, this card's really good because you get free information on your opponent's hand. But what I've noticed this week, and at my locals in particular, a lot of rogue players are playing back row strategy decks, and they set their entire hand. Like, it's not Alta guys, so they don't keep a multi-faker in hand, so I can't activate this if my opponent doesn't have a hand. And I didn't think that was going to be a problem, but like I said, a lot of rogue players in my locals, they play a lot of back row strategy, and they set everything, which, I mean, they super lose the evenly match, so that's pretty free, but, I mean, I don't know. But I'm going to continue playing it. And then I also play 2 Gates of the Darkworld. I was playing 3 at first, but there were a lot of hands where I was just opening multiple copies of this, and that was really, really starting to piss me off. So I cut it down to 2, and then a nice thing to note about this is it is searchable through snow, so it's not like you're without it. Another thing I don't like about this card is it requires setup. Like, you have to have a Fiend already in graveyard, and you have to have another one to discard, yada yada yada, go on and so forth. So we're only playing 2 copies right now, and I think 2 copies is fine. And then for the last spell card, I play 3 Allure of Darkness. In reality, all this does, it corrects your bad hands. Like, some of the example hands like that are bad in this is you'll open 3 Darkworld monsters, or 3 or 4 Darkworld monsters, and no discard outlets. Whereas if you draw this, it corrects your hands because you have the potential to draw into your discard outlets. Notably, you could also play Pot of Desires, and I kind of want to play Pot of Desires in this deck, but right now this is what I'm playing right now. And like I said, there could be a lot of changes to this list, but I think this card's really good right now, and I'm going to play it. So, hold on, let me try to straighten this real quick. Sorry about that. But anyway, yeah, 3 Allure of Darkness. God damn it. There we go. We'll go with that. Anyway, yeah, 3 Allure Darkness, and then for the 1-of spells, we play 1 Reborn. This card's broken in this deck. And then 1 Foolish Burial. It's just a way to set up your Graph into the graveyard, and it's also another turn 1 card you can open that sets up your gates. And that's it for the spells. Onto the traps. The only quote-unquote hand trap we play is Infinite Impermanence. It's, like I said, it's Infinite Impermanence, so it's Effect Veiler. It really messes with Goki, but the big thing about this is it can be set, so you can play it in tandem with Drag Down to the Grave and not lose your hand trap. So there's that. And then for the 1-of traps, Skill Drain, you draw it, you win. None of your monsters have on-field effects that you really care about other than the other 3, but it's worth it, honestly. And then the 1-of that I hate the most, and like it's either really bad or it's really good. There is no in-between, but I'll play 1 copy of Danger Zone. So for those of you who doesn't know what Danger Zone does, you draw 3, discard 2, so it's Graceful Charity. But its hidden clause is you have to have a danger card in hand to discard it, and if you don't, you send your entire hand back to your deck. In theory, I thought this card was going to be amazing, but there's never been a situation that I want to open it. I only ever want to search it, and I only want to have it on the field when I have either a Nessie or Jackal open hand. That's the only time I want it. I'm still going to continue to play 1 because it's a really, really powerful effect. But I, personally, myself, I would not play more. But that's it for the deck. Oh, unless we get more danger cards. But that's it for the main deck. On to the extra. 1 copy of Bay this time. And then for the XYZs, we play... For the 7s, we play 1 Tomahawk and 1 Red Eyes Flare. Tomahawk lets you do some really gross, really gross XYZ plays. And Red Eyes... You steal games with it, honestly. You put so much damage on board, and then you just summon this on top of it, and your opponent just it's really hard for your opponent to deal with. Maybe make room for Big Eye, I don't know, but right now those are the rank 7s I'm playing. For the rank 8s, we're playing one of this number 90 Galaxy-sized Photon Lord, and one number 38. They're just effect negation rank 8s. Not much to say about those. I kind of like this card a lot, but I don't know. I keep going back and forth between the cards. So there's those. Then for the Link monsters, we play Link Spider. We're playing this for the Tomahawk play. We're also playing it for the Sky Blaster play. I can probably put the second one back in, but for right now we're only playing 1. Genius for Tomahawk, which is perhaps my favorite extra card to make in this deck, because it gives the deck something that it doesn't have, and that is a floater. Being able, when this card leaves the field, first of all, it pumps all your main deck monsters up by 500, which is huge, because your monsters are already huge beat sticks. So being able to push for game even harder is super crucial in this deck. But it gives the deck what it's lacking, honestly, and it's a floater, because being able to add the danger cards back to your hand is insane, because you're adding back a discard outlet, and that's huge for this deck. So I want to bump this up to 2. We'll work on the extra deck a little later to figure out, but for right now I'm playing 1, but we should definitely be playing 2 if we're playing this deck. The freest cards in this deck, your Nightmare cards. So these guys all trigger the effects of dangers when they pay their cost to discard, which is insane. I make these a lot. I haven't really made Griffin, so this might come out, but these cards are insane. They're also all fiends, so they all gain a 300 attack and defense point boost from Gates of Darkworld, so keep them in mind. So you're dropping 2,800 Griffins, 2,500 Phoenixes, 1,900 Cerberuses, and 2,200 Phoenix. I said that wrong, but 2,500 Unicorns, 1,900 Cerberuses, and 2,200 Phoenix. But yeah, these cards are insane. In this deck particularly, these cards are insane. And then for the power ones, Borreload, we're not playing Boral Sword. You kill your opponent as it is. You just want to be able to you link boards and stuff like that, so this card's really good. Saryuja, this card is insane with Phantom Sky Blaster, and it corrects a lot of your bad hands. Firewall and Grapha is insane, that's all needs to be said. And then I'm playing Summon Sort, because you can do some cute plays in this deck with it. But that was my Danger Darkworld deck profile. Always remember to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. Tell me what you could change. Give me some suggestions, because I'm open for it, because this deck's a lot of fun. I just don't think it's very consistent right now. We might play Danger BA if I can find Super Galluses and 2 more Super Rescue Cats, but that's beyond that's a different story. But other than that, I do have matches of this deck that's going to go up after this list, so you'll be able to actually see it in play. Be warned, there are some misplays and some things I didn't catch, so I do apologize beforehand, but I think it's important to see the actual footage of the deck being played. Other than that, always remember to like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.